Good morning to you all. Andarki namaskaram. Welcome to the third video session on Contract Act. First of all, I must express my heartfelt thanks to all of you for your kind support. As I told during this session, we are going to discuss about consideration. What is consideration? Consideration is nothing but the price paid for the promise. In other words, value of the promise. Value of the promise made by the promisee. It works on the principle of quid pro quo. Quid pro quo, we all know, something in return. That is what quid pro quo. If we do something, what we are getting in return. That is quid pro quo. We should not worry about the negative meaning. Okay. So, section 10 says, without consideration, an agreement will become a void. Like that, section 25 also states that without consideration, the agreement or contract will be deemed to be a void agreement or a void contract. So, there should be a valid consideration. First, let us see what is a consideration in simpler terms. For example, I told I sold my Bajaj Chatak scooter to B for an amount of 5,000 rupees. That 5,000 rupees is consideration. The scooter will be consideration for that party B. In simple terms, we can understand it like that. If we go by textual definition, it will be very confusing. But for the students, they have to go through the textual definition. It will be to do or from abstain from doing or refrain from doing, all such confusing words will be there. But they have to go through and they have to reproduce it in the examination to get full marks. As far as the general public like us, we have to understand the meaning of it. That is very essential. Okay. In a Latin word, nudum pactum, N-U-D-U-M, nudum pactum, P-A-C-T-U-M, nudum pactum. Nudum pactum means no consideration, no contract. Without consideration, contract will not be there. If at all there, it will become a void. It will become a void. Okay. And consideration should be valid. You may get a doubt. What is consideration and what is a valid consideration? Valid consideration means it should be executable and it should be binding by law. It should be executable and it should be binding by law. For instance, if I enter into a contract, I ask somebody to do something and I promise him to give Kutubnar to him if he completes that job. Okay, it's not executable, legally not valid. So whatever we offer, whatever we promise we made, it should be executable and it should be legally binding. That is a valid consideration. A classic case is there. Durga Prasad versus Baldev, 1880. District collector asked Durga Prasad, the builder, to construct some shops. Durga Prasad constructed shops, shopkeepers occupied, assuming that they have to pay some commission to Durga Prasad for the goods being sold through those shops. Shopkeepers paid commission to Durga Prasad for some time. After some time, they stopped paying commission. Durga Prasad requested, pleaded, and finally approached the court of law. The matter went up to the level of Allahabad High Court. The Honorable High Court of Allahabad examined the case in detail and pointed out that where is the contract between the builder and Baldev and others. Durga Prasad is plaintiff and Baldev and others are respondents, I mean defendants. Plaintiff and defendants. Court asked the plaintiff to produce the contract between the plaintiff and the defendants. So, Durga Prasad failed to present the contract before the court and explained that collector asked him to construct shops and shopkeepers occupied the shops with an understanding that they have to pay commission to me like that. So court held that it's not a valid contract, not a valid contract directly between the parties. Hence, it gave a verdict in favor of the defendants. Friends, I hope it is very interesting case. We may be entering into agreements, contracts, and doing some transactions. While doing so, we must be careful and see that all the things are falling in line with the act. So, this I am stopping here. In the next session, let us discuss about express contracts, implied contracts, and quasi contracts. So, thank you very much for your support, and I request you to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.